With the way the world's been going, it is just simply unhuman, the amount of information we have to take in, organize, put out, and collect just to live our own daily lives. This has been a huge anxious point in my own life, so I spent a lot of time figuring out how I can get through this. And I'm gonna get you a 3-step plan so you never, ever forget anything ever again. I'm Isaac Jarnigan, entrepreneur, podcaster, content creator here in Ames, Iowa. I make a ton of random business, life, unboxing, creative type content daily on all the short platforms, once a week on YouTube, a newsletter once a week, a podcast once a week. Basically, I'm just putting a lot out just in order to connect with people on the internet. So definitely feel free to reach out and connect. I'd love to do that with you. You can find all the other platforms I work on in the links below. But BS aside, let's get into today's topic. So like I said, just the way the world works, unhuman. I mean, just simply like our human brains, there's just no way we can keep track of all this information. Like it is, I'm not a brain doctor or whatever, but it's pretty simple to say. It's undoable, which is why you need to use tools to start remembering things. Like I said, I've been starting up my own business, which involves reaching out and reaching back to clients and getting them their stuff on time and writing things up and remembering meeting times and remembering shoot times. And then doing actual human stuff like, you know, taking out the trash or getting a haircut or whatever. It all adds up. After doing some just like basic YouTube research on task management and time management, I've kind of made my own 3-step system on how I never forget anything. And that 3-step system is capture, organize, and then execute. I feel like a motivational speaker making a speaking point like that, but let's get into what that means. First, let's talk about the first one, which is capture. Information comes at you all the time. If you're younger, your mom might say, can you empty the dishwasher today? If you're in college, it's gonna be assignment emails or, you know, it's been a while since I've been in college, but just logging onto your dashboard and seeing assignments too, and the due dates are everywhere and it's hard to keep track of. Your friend might need help hanging a picture and you got to remember when to do that and why. So like I said, information's coming at you all the time, and what I've noticed is if you don't put it anywhere, obviously you're gonna forget about it. We're human and we have too much stuff coming at us in today's day and age. And that's okay. I mean, we don't expect you to remember everything you hear. I am brain dead inside and I literally don't remember anything I hear unless I put it somewhere. So capturing the thoughts, where do you put it? Some people write down notes or whatever, which is cool, whatever works for them. I would have a hard time keeping notes on me at all time and making sure they stay organized to do so. So I use an online platform, and specifically I use Todoist. I have a widget right on my phone. It's that third one down there. And it's just, someone tells me something, I can pull out my phone, I can swipe up, I can press the widget, I can say, hey, YouTube reminder, done, type it in. Now this step shouldn't be organized. It should just be that you intake and write down in the fastest time possible. My friend needs help hanging up a picture. Friend needs help hanging up a picture at this time. Type it in. Don't even put it in your calendar yet. Just have it on a list. That's all there is to it. That is the capture step. Now you're probably thinking, Isaac, what are you gonna do with this? This is not organized at all. This is a mess. This is crazy. This is outrageous. And you're exactly right, which brings us to our second point, which is organize. That's why you don't go straight from your thought to your organization. There's a capture step first, because the organization takes too long, and that effort that it takes to get there might make you not write it down, and then ultimately you forget it. So as you can see, the capture step's really important, but the more important step is organizing. Now, like I said, we have a lot of digital tools out there. So like I said, I use 2 more digital tools to organize. The 2 tools are Notion and then Google Calendar. Notion is a task manager, and it is quite the learning curve, but it's just the way I remember every single task I need to do. For example, I have a Sunday cleaning task. It's always on Sunday, and it has a list of things to do that I want to get done on Sunday. I'm able to pull up my phone and I'm able to see, oh my gosh, it's the Sunday cleaning task. I need to get these things done. It's also the way, specifically for me, I remember to post content. I do work for a variety of businesses around here and helping run their socials, and I would totally forget about posts if I didn't have a spot to manage them. So I just use Notion. I also use Notion to keep track of my grocery list. I even use it for church. I write my sermon notes on Notion. I have my wish list of things I want on Notion. So it's just a massive place that you can organize whatever the heck you want. And while I can't teach you Notion in this video, I would take the time to learn Notion or something like it. Like I said, there's just a lot of things to remember. and maybe putting it in one spot is what will help you be a little less anxious day to day. Just one spot. It's all in Notion. Now, one of Notion's shortfalls or shortcomings is scheduled things. So that's what Google Calendar is for. Google Calendar is a place to put any event that you would need. If I meet mom for dinner, I'm gonna put it on the calendar and then remember that there. If I have a client shoot, I'm gonna put that there. And that's more of an event-based thing. So Notion is more for tasks and other random things, and Google Calendar is for all the event type stuff. The most important thing with Todoist or just the capture step in general is that every day, or maybe that's too hard, you do every week, that list gets cleared out, meaning you clear it out on that list and you move it to your more organized list that you'll be able to read. If you don't do that and get lazy with it, you're gonna forget about it because it's just on this massive list. I definitely make sure that every week I have that Todoist list clear, but even better if you could do it every day, that would be best. That is super important, or else if you don't build up that discipline, that list is going to be useless. So we got Capture, and I use Todoist. You could also use Apple Notes maybe, but Todoist is nice because you can check them off. And then you got Organize, which is where you use Notion and Calendar. Now the most fun part is Execute. Now you have all these ideas and thoughts that you haven't forgotten, and now all you gotta do is execute them. It's a major flex in this world to say something and then actually follow through with it. Isn't that weird that that is a flex in today's day and age? Just because it is so hard to remember all this stuff. So if you can go out there and master this 3-step system, you are excelling. Isn't that crazy? Like I said, I am a brain dead dog. I don't know anything if I don't put it down somewhere. My life is not me. I'm not able to put out these videos every week or newsletters or whatever without this platform. I'm not gonna be able to be there for my friend unless I write it down, just because there's so much that this world takes of you. It's a hard world out there. So just make it a little easier on yourself and use the tools around you. Now, if you have any tips for how you task manage or how you remember things, I would love to hear them, but this is what's really worked for me. The hardest part for me has been making sure I get from step 1 to 2. I capture the information, but I gotta make sure I go and organize them. That's been my hardest part. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Like I said, I've been posting videos like this every week and post daily shorts on all the other platforms. So just would love to connect with you. I appreciate you. Happy thought collecting, baby. Peace, love, and tranquility. Bye now.